Block style is updated many times over the years. Don't get me wrong, I love what the Bloxed admins are doing to the game, but some things just have to be added to Bloxed. Throughout the video, I will show you 5 features that need to be added to Block style, starting with the least controversial and ending with some huge updates that would change Block style forever. Now before we get into the video, make sure that you're subscribed because I'm trying to become the biggest Block style YouTuber by the end of the year and I can't do it without your help. Okay guys, the first thing that Block style should add is the /start command, and if you guys don't know what I'm thinking that should be, it's basically a command that in any private world for like Bedwars, Skywars, or Pirates, it automatically turns the 60-second timer that the game normally starts in to like 10 seconds. Basically, if you join any world, like a Bedwars world, you have to wait 60 seconds for the game to start, unless it fills up with 16 players, right? But I'm thinking that if you're the owner of the world, you should just be able to type in a command like /start that automatically reduces that timer, kind of like how in normal Bedwars, if there's 16 people in the game, the timer gets reduced. Now the 60 seconds is pretty unnecessary and it's really annoying in Bedwars 1v1s or Skywars 1v1s or any game mode that you're 1v1ing people. Because obviously the lobby's not going to fill up because it's just a 1v1 and it's kind of annoying have to wait the time, and I really don't see any reason why the admins of Block style wouldn't add this into the game, besides that people could think that there's 60 seconds and then the game starts early and they didn't realize that it was going to start that fast, so they kind of lose because of that. But that's like a really minor thing and I don't really think that would happen. So I think that 99% of the Bloxed players would completely agree that adding this would be a good thing. Now Bedwars' win streak counter is pretty self-explanatory, but if you guys don't know, win streak is basically how many games you win in a row. So if you win 2 games back to back, then you have a win streak of 2, right? Now currently there's no way to know your win streak besides manually keeping track of it, and there's only one way to prove that you have a win streak. Well, there's 2 ways, but one of them is recording the video, which most people aren't just randomly recording. And another way is by taking screenshots of before your win streak and after your win streak, and then you have to do a bunch of math using the stats to see if you've lost any games. Now I think that adding a win streak counter to the stats of Bedwars, Skywars, and Pirates would be a fantastic feature, okay? Then there would be competition between people on whoever can get the highest win streak, especially YouTubers, and YouTubers are the main source, well I wouldn't say the #1 source, but they are a big source of new Block style players, yeah? Now lots of people come to Block style because they see it on like crazy games or whatever, but there's also a lot of people who only are playing Block style right now because they saw YouTube videos about it and they thought that looked fun, right? And the only downside to a win streak counter would be if people don't know what a win streak is, and it's always 0 for them because maybe they're not good at the game. And I know that Block style is heavily making updates based on for new players, right? So they wouldn't really add anything competitive because most Bedwars players aren't into competitive gameplay, you know? But I really think that most of the players, competitive and even some players who are just casually playing, would think that adding a win streak counter is a good idea. And there's not really much harm. It wouldn't like crowd the screen or everything. If they're going to show how many kills, beds they have, then why not add a win streak counter? I've actually been waiting for this feature to be added for like around a year. I've always wanted for it to be added, and I would have thought that it would have been added by now, but it's not, so I'm gonna add it in the video, you know? And that's pretty much it. But if it was added, then it would be a lot easier for people to see that I actually get my win streak and not be like, well, how do you know if your win streak is real, right? Okay guys, now the updates are getting a bit bigger, okay? And these are some of the updates that Block style probably won't add anytime soon because, well, it would just take a long time to code them, or it's just like too big of a feature that new players wouldn't enjoy it, you know? But this feature I feel like is a really good idea, okay? Adding achievements into Block style. And if somehow you don't know what achievements are, they're in a lot of video games. Basically, you get like a reward or like a badge, or even just like a text message popping up saying that after you do a certain thing, like let's say kill 10 Bedwars players in one game, you get that message, right? And I feel like this would be like, it wouldn't actually be that hard to code. I don't think, considering that the Block style devs have coded dozens, well not dozens, but like a lot of game modes, over a dozen game modes, right? I think that this would be one of the easier updates to code. And I also think it's just one of those ideas that there's not a lot of downsides, you know, like if you don't like the update, then just ignore achievements. And another kind of spin-off of this update would be like quests, right? So quests are basically achievements, but instead of you always having them, they're like you complete them and then you get a new one, right? So there might be daily quests, like for an example, every day you try to I don't know, like kill 10 Skywars players, right? And if you complete it, then you can get Skywars coins. And same with in Pirates, you can get Pirates coins. Now in Bedwars, there's no coins or anything, but you could just do them for fun, or it could only be in Skywars and Pirates. And I really don't think that it matters that much if you get a reward or not, because people would want to do it anyways. There could be easy achievements to get, hard achievements to get. There's a lot of like, you know, variety. Or like there's a lot of different ways you could implement the achievements into block style. I've had this idea for a while, and I actually made it a suggestion on the official block style Discord server because I thought it was a good idea, and they did respond saying that they also like it, but they're just currently busy making a lot of stuff, a lot of other features, you know. Daily, like I feel like if they added quests and achievements, that would benefit existing players, you know, like YouTubers. They can make videos about it, and I feel like a lot of people would want to watch that. And it would even benefit new players, because they would actually have a goal, you know. If a new player is just playing a Bedwars game, then they're just playing and dying over and over again, and maybe they're trying to win, but they will but since a lot of players are good at the game, like it's hard when you just start out, you know, they might never be able to do that, and they might quit the game. But if you have like easier achievements, like I don't know, like let's say survive 2 minutes in a game, or kill 3 players, like that's easier than winning a game. So even new players will have a more manageable goal, you know, so they can work their way up. And obviously there could be different difficulties, you know. One achievement could just be, I don't know, survive 2 minutes in a game, but another really hard one could be like get all 7 beds in a Bedwars game, which is really hard because other people are also destroying beds. Let me just kill this guy. Oh my gosh, he has a diamond sword. That's crazy. So this actually might be added to block style considering they responded, but I don't know, bro. But I will show you guys the second best thing, in my opinion, that will be added to block style. Now this update would be a big one, without a doubt, okay? All the other updates before it were purely visual updates, like a win streak counter, that doesn't affect the game's behavior in any way. Same with the /start command. I mean, it affects the game's behavior, but like not the real game, just before the game. Okay, this one is kind of a new game mode, right? Ranked Bedwars. Now, if you guys don't know, I made on my Discord server Ranked Bedwars, so you might be like, well, why would this need to be added to block style if you already have it? But I think it would be a really good idea because not a lot of people have Discord, and also I can't have like 1,000 people on my Discord server playing it all at the same time because my Discord bot doesn't allow that many people to use it, right? So I think if Arthur added it, it would be really nice because, you know, I wouldn't, a third party, have to do it, and they could instead. And I think like the obvious reason why they wouldn't do this is because new players wouldn't enjoy it that much, right? Ranked Bedwars would most likely be more competitive, and if you guys don't know what it is, it's basically like 1v1ing players, and if you lose points, and if you win, you gain points, right? But it would be pretty competitive. But there's also skill-based matchmaking in it, so you're fighting players who have the same skill as you, or points as you, right? So over time, if you play enough games, you will play players who are at your skill level, right? It's kind of like the solos game mode, but like just 1v1. That block style actually added as a limited time game mode, but then removed. I don't know why they removed it, but I never even played it. It seemed like such a good idea. But the main gist about Ranked Bedwars is normal public queues are boring, okay? You're playing against usually people who aren't good at the game. So even if you're good at the game, it's not really that fun after time. I mean, it might not be a problem for you guys, but for other sweats, it definitely probably is one of the biggest block style problems, right? So if you're playing against people at your level, that's way more fun. And also, since it's 1v1s, you can't get targeted or anything, and it's way more skill based. Because when there's just one opponent, you know, if you lose, you can't blame it on anyone else. That's all you. You're at an even playing field. It doesn't matter like anything other than that, right? And I think that it would be really nice, you know, to like see your points go up or go down if you lose. A lot of people want to know where they are, so there could be a leaderboard. And this ranked Bedwars would kind of actually be like the #1 update that I think should be added, right? And you guys will see that shortly. But it's one of those updates that there's like no shot that Blockstyle would add. I don't know. That's just my opinion, right? But comment down below if you want ranked Bedwars to be added. And without further ado, let's go to the #1 thing that, in my opinion, should be added to Blockstyle. Okay guys, this is a big update, the one that you have all been waiting for me to announce. The #1 thing that I think that should be added to Blockstyle is tournaments, okay? Now, tournaments are just, they can be implemented in so many different ways, but in my eyes, what a tournament is a series of players playing against each other competitively to try to beat each other, right? And they get their placement against each other, and it's accurate and fun, right? Oh my gosh, you see me there. So the game mode that I really think that this should be added to, like, it wouldn't be a game mode is what I'm saying. It would be like a special event, right? So like for, I don't know, like 48 hours, you could play like 40 games of tournament style Bedwars, right? This is how Minecraft does it, at least. So in those 40 games, you get points if you win, you get points if you get a final kill, and you get points for breaking beds. But the twist is that you're playing against people at your skill level, okay? In Minecraft, how they do it is if you win a game, you go up a bracket, and you're only fighting other players who also won their most recent game. And if you lose the game or don't do well enough in the game, like don't eliminate enough teams and also lose, then you go down a bracket, okay? So you're playing against worse players, yeah? And this would be incredibly fun, but mainly the reason that the Blockstyle admins have like a 0 chance of adding this anytime soon is the majority of casual players would not like this feature, because a lot of players are just playing for fun and don't want to, you know, have to lose every game and get docked points for that or whatever. And they're just not ready for competitive landscape of the game. Lots of Blockstyle players are younger than Minecraft players, right? And they're not used to competitive games. Like the current Blockstyle Bedwars that you play, it's really casual, yeah? Lots of people don't know how to play the game that well, if at all. Lots of them it's just their first time playing, you know? And tournaments could also be in like pretty much any other game. Like they could do like a PvP tournament or whatever, and I really think that the YouTube videos and all the hype around this tournament would be absolutely crazy on Discord and everything. It's just a feature that, like, while casual players might not see as that important, all the players who are playing competitively would absolutely love and want to win competitively. And I say competitively so much. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed these ideas. And just an FYI, the ideas at the start of the video, I really feel like should be added no matter what. Like, come on, /start command, win streak counter, why would anyone not like that? But at the end, these updates are more controversial and bigger, so I really don't think that they're going to get added, and I don't really blame the Blox.io admins for not adding them either. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.